Hello all, welcome back to JK's Corner. If you're new here, my name is Joke. Thank you for stopping by. This is a very last minute decision video because in my last October update I did mention that I wasn't going to do anything until after winter, but because I recorded something successful this month, I decided to jump on here and share my good news with you because every little news we have, which is good, it's worth sharing. So I thought, why not let you know about it. In 2018 I lost 47 pounds, so I have tried so very hard to make sure I don't put that back on. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please do so. If you're a regular that has come back again, thank you very much for coming back every time I post a new video. It makes me happy every time I see a comment from one of you and I recognize your name, that you've been, you're one of my regulars. So thank you very much for keep supporting me. It does really make me happy that I have so many people that find value in my content. Don't forget to click on the notification bell as well. So let's jump right into today's video. At the beginning of November, the UK went back into lockdown. That doesn't mean a lot to me as per my healthy living, because I have been working from home since March. So us going back into lockdown at the start of November did not mean anything, but I realized that October could have gone better, especially because it rained so badly. I was unable to do so many walks. I could have walked with Leslie indoors, but I was just too lazy in October. I've been trying to keep fit with a few other ladies. Some of us have got monthly updates. If you check the description box below, the link to each of their videos is there. You can click on there to see if you resonate with any of their struggles more than you resonate with mine, and see maybe there's a few tips you can get from them, or maybe there's a few tips you want to share with them even, because I want you to share a few tips on how to be better with me as well. I still haven't got round to making those winter soups I've been promising myself since October. If you remember, I said on there that I'm not a big soup lover, but because it's quite low calories, I think I know I definitely need to incorporate that into my eating. So definitely December, I think that's something I'm going to look to add to my to how I eat in December. So November, I don't know when it started. It wasn't a conscious decision, but I started walking 10k steps every day, and I did that for the first few days in November, because I have tried in the past to do that, but because of my lower backache, which I have shared on here in the past, it's always been very challenging. I've always quit maybe like 5 or 7 days into my consistency, but this time I decided I'll push myself. I'll push through the pain and carry on walking regardless. I've used belts thing when I'm walking to help me walk better and reduce the pain. It has worked well for me, using the belt, but I have felt more pain that I've been feeling previous to now. So yeah, I know that, but I'm hoping that with my consistency, hopefully when I've done it for more than November, I'm carrying it on to December, that I'm keeping my fingers crossed that it will get better with time, inshallah. At the point I decided to make this more permanent for the whole month, I realized I had to get myself like an armband or a running belt. So I decided on a running belt, in my case a walking belt. So that's what I'll put my phone in here. And I can put my key in as well. If I need to put my card in, it takes it in. And there's a slot here for my earphone to come out through if I was gonna listen to music on that day. So I'll just put everything here, tie around my waist, and just off I go on my walk. It's been very useful. I think it's well worth it that I got it. I have a smartwatch, but the only reason I don't rely on it is I think it counts steps that I don't do for some reason. I don't know why. There's some steps. My Samsung Health and my Google Fit, they tend to be bang on exact the same number of steps. But this one, it'll then be about 2,000 steps out or 3,000 steps, and it just doesn't make sense to me. That's why I decided to rely more on my phone step counter. With the weather being largely dry in November, I have been able to walk definitely more than 15 days outside this month. On days I've not been able to do that, I've done my walk with Leslie. I have a few ways to keep myself in check, to keep myself consistent on my journey. Like I said, I have those ladies who we have regular video updates every month, I check in with them. We all check in with each other to make sure we've done our activity of the day. I have another Facebook group I check in on, making sure, I've done these steps. And a few other people on the Facebook group have decided to even come together and, started posting their own stats at the end of the day. I definitely do my 10K steps, but many of them do 15,000 steps, even 20,000 steps sometimes. Come on there and post our update. And there's another WhatsApp group that I have that, check. So I have at least 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 ways of checking that I've done my activity each day. So that really is something I'm hoping to keep going for as long as possible. Remember to like this video if you're yet to like it. Also, if you have somebody who you think would love to see something like this, please share with them. And also don't forget to subscribe. Also turn on the notification bell. Another thing I kept doing throughout November was start my day with a drink of water, end my day with a drink of water. Make sure I have fruit and vegetable. I definitely have fruit or vegetable before I have my breakfast. At least once in the middle of the day as well, to have some fruit or vegetable. Then I try, I'm not always successful at night, but I try to make sure I have another fruit or vegetable before I go to bed. Well, fruit or veg, or fruit and veg, water, then bed. It was very important to me to make sure I, keep a check on my activity level, because don't forget that while we're working from the office, you could easily go to your colleague's desk or go to the kitchen if you wanted anything. There was definitely more coffee and tea breaks at work. When you need advice or any help with something, you definitely walk over to your colleague to ask them. But with working from home, I don't have any other choice but to pick up the phone and ring them for advice. So that's why I made sure that this 10,000 steps daily, I had to make sure I kept my commitment to doing that. And I'm really glad that I've kept that up. Hopefully I'll carry on December and January going. Also have this on my smartwatch. I have my sedentary reminder on. So when I've sat down for longer than an hour, it buzzes and makes me aware that I've been sat down too long. I need to get up, make sure there's some circulation. So that's something I set back on to make sure I get myself moving. So the way I plan my day now is I wake up for my Fajr prayer. After praying my Fajr, I get myself dressed and I go out for my walk if the weather is good. So I do my walk minimum of 1 hour 30 minutes, and then I come back and then get showered, and then I start my day. And then if the weather is bad, even I still wake up, do my Fajr prayer and then do my walk indoors, jump in the shower, then start my working day. That I've kept myself in a routine to make sure I can I can keep this going for as long as possible. I'm definitely looking forward to December. I'll be making the soup. I saw one last night on Facebook, and it is roasted cauliflower and cabbage soup that I'm quite excited to try that. So that would definitely be top of my list. There's another one. There's butternut squash soup, which my colleague shared with me. I told you about that in my previous update. And then there's leek and potato soup. So I'm going to try those ones, because if you think about it, they are quite low calories ingredients. Definitely the vegetable ones are quite low calories, and the leek and potato soup, it's just the potato that's gonna be high in calories. Please let me know in the comment below if you enjoyed this video, and also please share with me if you have any tips and tricks or anything you've done differently. If you've had a change in your working life, how you've adapted it to make sure you kept up your activity level. If you've done anything different, how have you changed your eating that's been working well for you to ensure you've not piled on the pound. It has been a struggle this year for all of us when it comes to living healthy, but hopefully we're trying to claw it all back now. I'm trying to claw it all back now to make sure I don't get back to that 47 pound plus woman. If you've stayed with me on this video till this point, thank you very much for doing that. And remember to like, share and subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. Thank you again. Bye, and I'll see you in my next video.